New $2.6 billion Calgary Airport Terminal ready for takeoff. Today we will be talking about what you saw in the title. Calgary's new $2.6 billion airport terminal is now ready for takeoff. This is a project of a huge magnitude, and as the new international terminal won't be apparent until October 31. In case you didn't know, an airport terminal is where luggage is transferred. It is a building that also allows passengers to board and disembark the aircraft. You can also purchase tickets and go through security within the terminal. On that day, travelers headed to U.S. or international destinations will see firsthand what all that time, money and effort has produced in the terminal. The terminal is nearly 2 million square feet, the size of 34 football fields. The new terminal is near twice the size of the old one. 15 years of planning, 5 years of building. Between 2000 and 2015, passenger volumes at the airport nearly doubled, growing to almost 15.5 million from just over 8 million. YYC now competes with Montreal's Pierre-Elliott Trudeau for the title of the third busiest airport in Canada. Per capita, Calgary offers more direct flights than any other city in Canada. The existing airport infrastructure was simply no longer keeping pace. For the 5 or 6 years leading up to the opening of the new runway in 2014, this airfield was full at peak times during the day and for 4 or 5 hours in the evening. Many flights were being held on the ground in Edmonton, Vancouver, and Fort McMurray. They were getting full in airport space. Louis Saint-Cyr, president of Airports and Guest for WestJet, said the Calgary-based airline was experiencing rapid growth rate, recently launching service to London. With his 767 new jets ready to go. It has become a challenge because of the lack of the gate availability. That means it took a lot longer than they thought. We are not going to have to worry about gating in the future like we have to in other airports. This will be very helpful for our airport. Crowding in other places like the border protection pre-clearance had to build rooms because of longer wait times. They even made a digital information game on the news website, including information and videos about it. I also found this cool video on YouTube giving you a tour of the terminal on this annotation in the top right corner. The new terminal will be much more than just a bigger building. It is also a showcase for some of the latest, state-of-the-art developments in air travel, with new technologies and processes in place from check-in to security to baggage claim, some of which have yet to be used elsewhere in Canada. So you'll see some of these features at other airports, but I don't think you'll see all of them at any airport. Having all of these, we have the opportunity to put it all together and really create a good passenger experience. For departing passengers will feel light-filled check of hail. There is a new baggage system. There is a self-service bag drop system will speed check-in, that's what they say. The new baggage system will individually go trough 10 kilometers and conveyor belt. The terminal also uses a new technology called CATSA. It is a combination of new technologies and procedures that the agency hopes will improve passenger experience and decrease wait times. It will feature a remote screening room where a team of security officers analyze X-ray images on multiple screens, a continuously moving conveyor belt, and more. There are also new technologies in the U.S. pre-clearance. Automated passport control kiosks are probably going to reduce the amount of time travelers spend in front of a U.S. Customs and Border Protection officer. There are 50 new stores and services. There are custom 10-passenger vehicles to get around the terminal. The airport authority estimates about 2,000 new jobs will be created as the result of the new terminal. Those new jobs are in addition to the estimated 11 million man-hours of construction work created during the course of the project. At peak times over the past 5 years, more than 1,200 workers, the equivalent of a small town, have been on site. No one could have known that the opening of the new terminal would coincide with an oil price rout and one of the sharpest economic downturns in Calgary's history. The timing of the project also means the opening of the new terminal has become a bright spot during a period of economic gloom. CEO of Calgary Economic Development said the airport already contributes close to $8.3 billion annually to Calgary's GDP. The city's economy and job creation will be helped greatly by this terminal. Access is a driver of economic development, and I think the more places you can go from a city, the more appealing it is for companies to move here. The local government did all of this and invested into this event. I know this sounds like a current event. The local government are the ones that care about the people to increase Calgary's job opportunities and economy.
And And that's the end of the video, guys. And right now, it's actually quite late, and I'm very tired. But I'm back after a few minutes of you watching that video, right? You finished it. You didn't just skip to the end like everyone in the entire world does, did you? Hopefully you didn't. And after editing that for a few hours, I decided that it feels way too much like a current event. And really not much like an inquiry at all. So, at the end, yes, I am catching up, and I'm going to explain how this is an inquiry. So, first let's look at the first paragraph. Well, so basically what this here says is what happened. This is the event. That's how much time we spent on it. And if you think about it, this is all affected by the government. For example, the government had to check these new stores. And the government is the one that set up, the local government, set up this terminal in the first place. They received help from many other people in order to set this up, but it was their idea. They are the ones helping us. And really, that's what it's about. I tried as hard as I can with Seb and the rest to try to instate how this event went down, so you don't have to read the entire article that's like 5 pages long. You just have to go through this much quicker summary of it. And as I said, if you really do just think about it, this is a current event. This is an inquiry. Because everything in the article is affected by local government. The hard part about this is it wasn't something like the Fort McMurray fire, for example. It wasn't something negative. That would make this a whole lot easier. Because if you think about it, if it's negative, well, you can just explain how the government fixed it. But this is more of a challenge because this is a positive thing. So you have to state why the government did this. And really, the article itself tells you the government did this because we don't have room in the terminal anymore. And that's why we're building a new terminal. I hope you can understand how we thought this through. And we even have a personal response. So it is kind of like exactly a current event, but it's still an inquiry. So yeah, that's gonna be all for today, guys. Take care, y'all. Goodbye. And as always, I'm not Vsauce. Thanks for freaking watching. And my hotkeys don't work, so I have to actually click stop recording.